In this video, we're going to talk about changing the chart layout, and we're going to go back to our column chart. We're going to click to make the chart active, and now our Chart Tools Design Layout and Format tabs are available. If I wanted to change my style to give it a different look, I could come right here in the Chart Styles, click on my More button, and I could choose a different style. If I wanted it to have a black background, I could click on this one, and now my colors really stand out. Quick and easy way just to update your color scheme. You can also change your layout. If I don't like the way this one is laid out, I would rather have a title at the top. I can come up here and choose layout 1, and I now have a place to put in a title. When I get ready to put in my title, I click on Chart Title, click on it again, highlight my text, and just type in what I need it to say: quarterly tour revenue. If I wanted to give it a vertical axis title, then I'm going to click on my Layout tab, and I'm going to go to Axis Titles, and where it says Primary Horizontal Axis Title, right now it's none. I can tell it title below, and it's going to go below my horizontal axis. If I wanted one vertically, I could click on Primary Vertical, and I could tell it either rotated, vertical, or horizontal title. I'm going to choose rotated, and then you just click in the title area like we did with the chart title, and you just type in your new information. Let's say for our vertical axis, we want it to be revenue. And for our axis title horizontal, we want to call it countries. You also can change the font that you're dealing with when you click on each of the countries for your labels. You can go to the Home tab, you could choose a different font, and it would take effect. You could also change the font size. You could also put it in bold. You could change the color if you wanted to. Everything that you can do in Word and everything that you've been doing in Excel, you can also do in your charts. Another thing that you might want to do is sometimes we want to, I'm looking to see where it is, add in a text box. In our Chart Tools Layout tab, if we wanted to add a text box, we would click on the text box. We would come into the white space of our spreadsheet and click, and let's say we want to type in the words great improvement, and that would set our text box. And we would want to move it into our chart. Our text is black and our background is black, so you can't see it. So one thing to keep in mind when you are dealing with a text box is that if you have a dark background, you got to have light color text. It's got to be a contrasting look. So if I come up here and I choose red for my font, then now I can see great improvement. I could click off of there, and in the corners, if I take my mouse pointer to the corner, I could make my chart bigger, and that spreads it out a little bit more. I can also go to my layout and I could add a shape, and let's say I want to choose the arrow. Then I could go to one of the spaces at the corner for great improvement, and I could click, and I could draw my arrow down to where I wanted to show a big increase. And when I release my mouse, I now have my shape. When you have a shape or when you have a text box, you also have a Drawing Tools Format tab where you can change that as well.